Hey YouTube, it's iPhone Ty coming to you again today to do another video tutorial. Today we are going to be talking about poor cellular signal on your iPhone 4, iPhone 4S, particularly after you have a repair done if you do it yourself. A lot of the times, I know some of you guys may have this issue right now. You'll put your phones back together. When you get it back together, you pop in your SIM card and realize that you don't get any signal, or you get very poor signal, or it continues to say searching, and then you get one bar and then it'll go back to searching. Anyways, again guys, this is a very common problem, and we're going to go ahead and address that today. Now the first thing I'm going to show you is my iPhone 4. This is a GSM AT&T iPhone 4. In order to take a look at this, we need to remove the two bottom screws. I've already done that to save time. Make sure to use your respective screwdriver. If it's a Phillips, use a Phillips screwdriver. If it's a pentalobe, use a pentalobe screw. Don't try to use one for the other, because you will strip them out and then you'll have a much bigger issue on your hands. Anyways, once those are out, go ahead and slide up on the back plate and then pull straight out, which will expose the internals of your phone, like so. Okay, so right here is your cellular antenna. You can see this wire that runs right along here and goes underneath your battery terminal. Now the antenna and your speaker, which is right here, this is all one piece. Now what we want to take a look at, and this is the most common issue, is when you put this back together, if it's not correctly seated onto the motherboard, it will cause you to lose signal. So the first thing that you want to do is go ahead and remove the one screw. If it's a CDMA or an iPhone 4, you'll have two screws that you'll want to remove. Go ahead and remove the battery terminal screw and set that aside. Make sure not to lose that. Now one thing that I will address while we're doing this is the importance of making sure that you properly take this off. Now I've seen this hundreds of times, guys. People will go and try and just pop this off, and there's 4 solder joints that hold the battery terminal to the motherboard. If you break those solder joints, it is extremely expensive to fix. I know there's companies online that will do it for, on eBay, that will do it for about $175, and sometimes it's not even possible to resolder it, and then your phone is useless. So be very, very, very careful when removing this. And the more you remove it, the weaker the solder joints can become. Just always be very, very careful when removing this. The way that I like to do it is I take a flathead screwdriver, and this you have to be very careful as to not touch any of the connections and short anything out. But you put the flathead screwdriver right underneath the plate right here, slide it into place, and then just kind of twist on it, which will release it. Now what that did is it put even pressure downwards on the connector and then upwards to remove that connection. Now by doing that, you're not putting any type of pressure on the solder joints. These 4 solder joints right here are the only things holding that to the motherboard. So they break very easily, and then your phone's useless, or it's very expensive to fix. So again, guys, be very, very careful. Right here we have a little antenna connector. This goes to the back of the phone. If you take a look, the back of the phone has metal where it connects right there. A lot of people think that might be where Apple tells if the back's ever been removed. It's not true. They don't use it for that. It's actually just connects the antenna to the back here, which is all metal plated underneath here, and then turns the back of your plate or your rear plate into the antenna as well. Anyways, moving right along, right here you can see where it connects to the motherboard. Let me see if I can focus in just a little bit better for you guys. Okay, now if that is out of place, you will lose your signal. So take a look right there and make sure that it's back in place and that it's on there tight. If it's not, then there's your problem. You just fixed it. Go ahead and get it back in place. If that is in place and you still have poor signal, another thing you might try to do is just replace this whole piece right here. I know you can get them for probably about $10–15 on eBay. Just replace the entire antenna and speaker, and that should fix your problem. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this. Let me know how it works for you. Positive feedback is always great, and go ahead and like my video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for your time, and have a good day.